Now we have an industry presentation on amazing concrete solutions for smart cities by Devendra Pandey, Technical Head RMC UltraTech Cement. Over to you, Mr. Pandey.
Hello, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here today and be talking to you. Basically, as we are discussing the subject of smart cities today, one of the aspects about which I would draw attention during my presentation would be solutions available in the realm of concrete, which complement the smart city efforts. So, we all understand the purpose why the decision for smart cities was taken, and smart cities missions is very wonderfully pursuing that mission. The objective is to develop cities which are sustainable, which offer great quality of life to its citizens. And in order to do that, the effort is to employ smart solutions. So that's what connects what I'm talking about today with the mission of smart cities. But before we go there, let's also understand some of the challenges. And I'm pointing basically to the challenges which pertain to construction. So as we build our cities and maintain them, some of the challenges we face are to do with sustainability. Of course, that's something which we are all concerned about as a community as a whole. Our carbon emissions, the pollution which we create as we build and live our life, that's an important consideration. We must build in a sustainable manner. We must not deplete our resources. We must reuse, recycle, and hence sustainability becomes a prime focus. But also we need to avoid repetitive maintenance. When construction work or when a structure gets deteriorated prematurely, it causes performance issues, it causes inconvenience to people who are using the buildings and infrastructure. And also it drains a lot of cost into the repair and maintenance work. Also, apart from building strong, it is important that what we are building in terms of our structures, buildings and infrastructure, these need to be functionally good, also pleasant to the eyes. So keeping all these in mind, and these challenges, there are certain solutions in the realm of concrete which are pretty useful. This bouquet which we have at UltraTech, we call it VAC, very amazing concrete. And the reason for that nomenclature is that concrete is a wonderful material. Apart from water, it is the second most used material on the face of the earth. If we put it in another way, possibly it is the most used man-made material in this world. So concrete has some inherent benefits, and that's the reason it is used so often. But also there are some undiscovered, not so familiar properties of concrete. When we enhance concrete in those ways, it brings some amazing features into its for the benefit of its user, and this is what this set of products or materials packages. So first one I'm talking about is a landscaping solution. Now in landscaping, we are used to use traditional materials, and the unfortunate part is that because of the nature of landscaping itself, a lot of times these materials after a few years of usage tend to end up causing failing in themselves, and what we have, some of the representative pictures on this screen are basically a result of failure of landscaping materials, and every 4, 5, 6, 7 years, then there is a need to revamp the landscape, the footpath, and it's a challenge. It's an ongoing process, causes a lot of inconvenience to the users. So what's the alternative? The alternative from the very amazing concrete bouquet is a stamped concrete. Stamped concrete is an imprinted concrete which promises to be durable. It has a much longer life. It is a concrete which is imprinted in all sorts of wonderful colors and designs right on when it is being laid. So, and as a result, what you have is a lot of flexibility in designing, a lot of colors possible. We can render the space very beautiful, but all of it also comes along with the choice of ensuring that this aesthetic will last for a very long time. So here are some of the pictures of lakeside beautifications, parks, footpaths, etc., done using UltraTech decor, which is a stamped concrete in principle. Lots of colors, lots of shades. I know that our colleagues and friends in the architecture and landscaping field, they like experimenting. They like to imagine a beautiful surrounding and a landscape, and this is the number of alternatives available in terms of shades, colors, etc. are quite many to give that flexibility. Coming to another material, which is an alternative to flooring in the commercial community buildings, etc. Now, what's so different about this alternative? This is UltraTech Machine polished concrete floors. Now, what polished concrete floors basically do is it's a floor produced by treating the concrete surface, enhancing its features. So what happens is a normal concrete floor, by using some kind of chemical processes called densification and also physical process called polishing and buffing, the floor is rendered very, very reflective, dust-free, and it almost looks like tiles or marble, etc. Like it's an equivalent to that. But what it also brings along with it, there are hardly any joints there. Lots of color combinations are possible. Again, possibility to play with a lot of colors and designs. And all of it comes coupled with the life of concrete. Concrete typically lives 25, 30 odd years, much more than that also, if it is designed well, if it is protected well. And these kind of floors actually end up living that long with an absolute very high on functionality. And of course, very good on aesthetics. Then we come to the realm of facades. We have public utility buildings. We have lots of buildings in the city. Our cities are basically filled with, I mean, some people call it concrete jungles. We would not rather have it that way, but we have buildings all over. And buildings have facades, the envelope, and that envelope performs certain functions, but that envelope also is the cityscape, what we look at day in and day out. And it is important to use materials for these facades which are environment friendly, which are safe, which are fire resistant, which perform well and for a very long period of time. Now, UltraTech Dura Facade is a very innovative material made of ultra high performance concrete. Ultra high performance concrete is a new variety of concrete in the country itself. It has a very high compressive strength, 150 MPa, and as a result, it allows the architect to imagine a facade element which is much, much thinner compared to regular concrete or GRC facades. It ends up giving the benefit of much lower dead weight, but these are functional benefits. First of all, this being a flowing concrete material, it allows a designer to design all sorts of customized shapes and figures and give the building envelope all the creativity required to make the building look good. But not just that. What good is a beautiful edifice if it cannot sustain the potential dangers a building goes through? So whether it is fire, so when we use metals as facades, that's a big danger. Especially for high-rise buildings, metals are not very good protection against fire and heat hazards. And that's where concrete comes in as a very good alternative material. But if we are able to have a facade which has dead weight, which is in the order of magnitude of these metallic materials, then we have solved our problems. And this is what UHPC facades do. And as you see in this, there are a variety of pictures here of designer elements which can be made out of this kind of material. Coming to another material, which is UltraTech Dura Pervious. Now, pervious concrete is another innovative variety of concrete. We are all used to talking about concrete as impervious material, concrete which can render waterproofing, concrete which can prevent dampness, etc. But here we are talking about a concrete which allows water to percolate. So it's not a magic, it's a science, it's engineering. So we can have your driveway done with this kind of concrete, and the driveway will allow water to percolate into the Mother Earth. So what are we talking? We are talking about, we are living in a world where we have water is an important resource and we can't afford to waste it. We can't allow the water which needs to go into ground to go into the drains. So pervious concrete complements that. It complements rainwater harvesting. It is very environmental friendly. It basically prevents water stagnation. It reduces the load on the drainage system of the city or the complex in which it is being used. So that is about pervious concrete. We need a lot of fillers. There are many locations where we do a tiling in a building. We need filler under that. We put paver blocks. We put sand filler under that. A lot of places we use fillers. Now, sand is again a scarce resource and we can't afford to use it. It also causes an undue dead load on the building. So here is a solution called lightweight concrete, and lightweight concrete allows the filling to happen. So it can be used as a very smart filler. It allows you to fill these spaces, gardens, slabs, etc. But it doesn't increase the dead weight so much. And it's a very efficient, environmental friendly material to use. Added to that, it adds the resistance to, thermal resistance. So your building can be smarter in terms of thermal. Last one, probably what I'm going to very quickly refer to is rapid. Rapid is a rapid hardening concrete which develops strength very fast. Now, we do all sorts of repairs, and repairs are going to come, though with solutions which we are talking about, we must try to reduce our maintenance cycles. We must make structures durable. However, whenever these repair opportunities come, whenever the need for repair comes, we must figure out a way to repair fast to ensure that the timeline between start of repair and opening up of the structure is fast. Whether it is roads, potholes, airports, whatever we are talking about. And that's where a material like UltraTech Rapid can be very, very helpful. So this is a quick look at a package called Very Amazing Concrete, which offers those solutions which are smarter, which are available for smart cities. And we blend the engineering advances, material advances to produce and in fact develop and come forth with offerings which solve a common man's problem, administrator's problem, engineer's problem. So this is my closing line. If we have the extraordinary available with us, then why do we settle for the ordinary? So I hope you guys are having a wonderful time here today. Thank you very much for your patient listening. Have a great day.
This is Rahul. He lives in a big city and drives to work every day. Each morning, Rahul knows he must endure a long and stressful commute to his workplace. He leaves as early as he can, but the daily traffic gets the better of him. This makes him late for work and very frustrated. Evenings are worse. Every day he reaches home later than expected. This leaves him completely drained with no time and energy to spend with his family. But what choice does he have? Heavy traffic and our weather ensure that roads get damaged in no time. Municipalities avoid building concrete roads because it is time-consuming to build. Rahul, like many of us, has resentfully accepted that bad roads are a reality of life. Now, what if we promised you a smooth commute with fewer jams and lesser pollution each day for the next 20 years? Too good to be true? Introducing a revolutionary and convenient solution for achieving world-class zero pothole city roads, white topping. White topping is a strong, smooth and durable concrete overlay on an existing tar road. The top layer of existing tar road is removed and cleared. Then the surface is topped with a high-strength concrete overlay called white topping. The surface is textured and grooves are cut into it. It is then cured over the next few days to give it strength before being opened to traffic. The entire process takes just 2 weeks. A minuscule inconvenience for 20 years of safer and faster commutes. Even after 20 years of service, white-topped roads do not develop rutting and potholes, providing comfortable rides. The textured white-topped surface provides superior traction and braking in both wet and dry conditions. And at night, it reflects more light, enhancing visibility and safety. A white-topped road will ensure quicker and safer commute, lesser fuel consumption, lower vehicle maintenance costs, minimal road maintenance, and future-ready first-world roads. Timely commute ensures that Rahul enjoys a better quality of life every day. Just as white topping has transformed Rahul's life, it is transforming cities and the lives of millions of citizens across India. Know your road. Know white topping is the best for you.
Thank you, Mr. Pandey, for such a precise and insightful presentation. With that, we'll take a short break. Stay tuned and keep tweeting using the hashtag #ETUrbanInnovation.